Welcome to G3, Games, Gadgets, and Guests, an audio and video podcast from 702 Communications. I'm your host, Brian Crommett. We've got a guest episode for you today. Joining us today is Mark Staples, and he's going to talk to us about the upcoming TEDx event in Fargo. So, Mark, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about, just a tiny bit about you and why you're here to talk about TEDx.
Yeah, for sure. My name is Mark Staples. I've been a part of the TEDx Fargo team for the past 4 years, and I'm working with the outreach team at TEDx Fargo. So we're going around trying to get as many people as we can to become involved in TEDx Fargo and hopefully come to our event on July 21st.
Okay, awesome. So if there are people out there, watching or listening to this right now that maybe haven't heard of TED and maybe haven't heard of TEDx, talk to us just a little bit about what the event is.
Right. So TED and TEDx, TED was started back in the 1980s as a conference based on ideas. So roughly, and the legend has it, TED stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design, and that's all about spreading ideas that are worth sharing within those categories. So later, about 20 years after the conference started, they decided, hey, this is a good format that we could put online. So they did that. TED Talk started growing in popularity. Mm-hmm. And soon after, TEDx became a thing where they said, this is a great format we have to have a conference. We're going to license it out to individual communities, and they can start doing that and making it work throughout wherever they're at in the world. So far, there have been 10,000 TEDx events. TEDx Fargo is just one of them. And we've been going since 2012, I think. So we're moving on to our 7th event now. Okay,
and the Fargo TEDx is just one of them, but you guys have been doing really good things over the last couple of years.
Right.
You want to talk a little bit about the growth that you've seen in the attendance and stuff like that since you started to even just up till last year?
Right. Yeah. So the goal of a TEDx event is to do the same as a TED event. You bring out speakers and they share an idea, and then beyond that. A TEDx event is about building a community. So that's been a huge focus of what we do at TEDx Fargo. And since we started back in 2012, our first event was 100 people. We were there for a few more events, and then soon we were like, well, let's jump it up. Let's ramp it up. We went to 600 people the next year, and then we went up to 1,100. Last year we were at 1,800, and this year we're hoping to hit as high as 2,500.
And that's great. And I was at last year's event, and the production value was up there, and it really was a really good event, and I enjoyed myself there.
Appreciate that.
So talk to me a little bit about the why of TEDx. Why is TEDx relevant, and why is it important to you guys to be bringing this to Fargo and to really be hoping to continue to expand it here?
Right. So I think TEDx and TEDx Fargo and what we've envisioned it as is a way to move your community to a place where you think it should be and where a lot of people can jump on and support something that they believe in. And that really ties in with this year's theme of Accelerate. And the idea behind Accelerate is moving ideas forward faster. And so that's worked really well to kind of encapsulate the vision of TEDx Fargo and what we've done so far. There's a lot of different events we've had, like TEDx Fargo City 2.0, where people came in and said, here's an idea for how you can reform your city and rethink the way you operate for the upcoming century. And so it's ideas like that come in and say, here's how we can adjust our community. We get those ideas out to as many people as we can and see what happens in the Fargo area. So
with the theme of Accelerate, what kind of speakers are we looking at? And is there anybody on the lineup here that you're excited about everybody, and we all get that, right? But is there anybody that you're really excited to have in the lineup that you can share with us?
Yeah, no, I think we have 22 speakers coming from all over the nation. We're, as you said, excited about all of them to come. And I think what the nice thing about a theme like Accelerate is that it applies to so many different fields. So we're not tied into doing one event about tech or one about healthcare. We can really bring people from all over. And so we have, for example, we have a professor from Stanford who was named their Professor of the Year, and his name's Tom Byer. He's coming to talk about what he works on at Stanford. We have local folks like Jack Wood, who's coming to talk about his work with the community garden in the area. Mm-hmm. And then we have other folks, that work with, arts and how that can be implemented to help disabled communities and what they can do to really implement all sorts of different techniques to grow. And so I think it's an incredibly vast event with a lot of different topics. The nice thing is with 22 speakers during the day, there's always something for everybody. So it's nice to get a lot of different variety in there.
Well, it does sound like you're trying to get something for everybody,
right?
So this is an all ages show.
Yeah, definitely. We have adult tickets, normal general admission. We also have student tickets because we really value having young people in the audience. I've been involved in TEDx Fargo since I was a senior in high school, so I know that that's something that I valued at that time, and I hope that a lot of other people can value as well. So we do provide something for everybody. We have we have breaks in between all of our talks for people who are there for the networking opportunities to really have that time to come out and chat with people and meet somebody in their field that they're interested in. But then we have, during those same breaks, we'll have games in the front lawn in front of the Civic Center for the people that are the adults that are less inclined for networking and the kids that are around too. Will
there be hammocks again?
I think we can probably arrange for that.
It was really popular last year to get outside. It was a nice day, and there were a lot of people taking advantage of the hammock breaks.
A hot July day, you need to have a hammock in the shade.
So you mentioned July. What is the date for the event?
Yeah, the date for this event is July 21st, 2016. So coming up pretty soon. We're excited for it because it's a great day for people to come out and say, I'm going to dedicate this day to learning something. And so it's an all-day event. People can come and go as they wish. We know that getting 22 speakers can be a lot to take in all in one day. So we do our best to space it out and have people feel like they can take in whatever works for them. But yeah, it is a full-day event where we try to have everybody come and learn as much as they can.
And what are ticket prices?
So ticket prices vary depending on what you're buying. We raise a huge amount of sponsorships in the community because we want people to get a ticket or to get as much as they can out of their ticket price. So for a general admission ticket, that's $100. You can get a student ticket for $50. And then if you come with a group of people, which there's details about that on our website, TEDxFargo.com, you can get a ticket for $85. So there's a lot of different options to buy in and bring your friends.
So you mentioned your website. So if people have questions or want more information about the event, they should really go to that website and...
Yeah, so TEDxFargo.com has a lot of information. And our Facebook page also has a lot of stuff that we keep posting on there. Our list of speakers, where we're kind of revealing it step by step, is a bit of a way to keep people engaged. And that's on our Facebook page. And we release those a few times every week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're we're looking forward to the event. We're throwing some marketing here for you guys, and we like the event. We like what you guys are doing, so we're gonna keep helping push this event for you guys, and hopefully we can even sit down with some of the speakers coming up here, just for a little bit more information and maybe tease and get a little more excitement around the event. So we're looking forward to it, and we hope that you get a full house like you're looking for. And that's it. Thanks again to Mark for coming out today and talking about TEDx. Hope you enjoyed that, and we really do hope that we see all of you out there on the 21st of July. If you need more information, again, go to the TEDx Fargo website, check out the Facebook page. And if you enjoyed this podcast, we sure enjoy doing it. So keep subscribing, keep following, keep watching. We've got a lot more great content for you coming up in the upcoming weeks. So until next time, I'm Brian Crommett. This is G3. Game on.